Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of Australis. I jumped on their website on the weekend and ordered a bunch of stuff to film a video. So that's for everything from primer, foundation, eyebrows, the lot is here. So I don't really know what look I'm going to be going for, but I did grab the Australis Neutralize eyeshadow palette, which is absolutely amazing. I've already swatched all of them. And they're absolutely beautiful, so I can't wait to dig into that one. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And yeah, let's jump straight in. So first I'm going to be starting with the Tag Team Brow Pencil and Gel. So one end is the pencil and the other end is a clear brow gel, so I think that's pretty cool. This is a similar shape to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It's just got the little pointed tip. I'm just going to comb through my eyebrows and jump straight in. Hopefully it's good because I don't really like using pencils very often. I'm definitely more of a pomade or powder for my eyebrows. That is very stiff and very dry, and you have to press really hard to get product out. Let's see how this goes. I mean, it's making a bit of a difference, but I'm definitely having to press quite hard to get any product out. I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't tell, but my eyebrow's going red. Look how hard I'm having to push right now. Just going to comb through the excess, just to even it out a little bit. It's definitely working a lot better now. I've obviously kept using it and maybe just scraped away that really first hard layer. Yeah, I'm definitely getting more of a natural filled in type brow, whereas when I use my Chi Chi brow pomade, it's definitely fills them in a little bit more. Okay, so moving on to the brow gel, we'll give that a try. Just your standard clear brow gel. As long as it does the job. Moving on, so I'm going to then go in with the Australis Bye Bye Blemish Concealer. This is in the shade Cool. They only had two shades, so they had Warm and Cool, so I've gone with Cool. I'm just going to carve out the bottom of my eyebrow and use the concealer as a lid primer for eyeshadow. So I'm just going to carve out the bottom of my brow to clean it up and then just blend that down. Taking a bit more of that concealer just all over my eyelid, and then we'll just blend that in with a beauty sponge. So that blends out quite nicely. It's pretty good coverage. Just covered up all the discoloration on my eyelids. So now just to set that down, I'm going to go in with the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade Light Beige. So I'm just going to take a brush and set that concealer in place. Okay, so once that concealer is set in place, we're going to move on to the eyeshadow, which I'm so excited for. These colours are honestly stunning. It's a good mixture of mattes and pressed metallic powders, which you can see I've dug my fingers into because they are absolutely beautiful, and all the name shades are on the back there. So first I'm just going to take the shade Truffle, which is that one just there, and I'm just going to run that through my crease, just as our transition shade. So they're blending very nice. They've got some good pigment to them. And I'm going to go in with the shade up the top here. It is called Hazelnut. And on a crease brush, I'm just going to deepen up that crease a little bit more. Add a bit more definition. They are definitely very, very pigmented. Honestly, just blending like butter, they're so nice. Just going back in with that first brush I used just to diffuse the edges a bit. I'm then going to deepen that up a little bit more with the shade Fudge, which is bring that a little bit lower and buff that on the outer corner. Back again, just blending those colours. I'm just going to go in with a smaller brush and take that take that Fudge shade and really pack that on the outer and inner corner of the eyelid. And pack it on the inner corner as well. Back in with our blender brush, no shadow on it, and just blending above that line. I'm just going to take the concealer on the back of my hand and just pop that right in the centre of the eyelid. I'm going to go with Salty Caramel, which is this shade right here in the middle. I am going to wet my brush with a bit of the Australis Makeup Finishing Spritz, and I'm just going to dip into that shadow and pop it on. So I've just packed a bit more on with my finger. And then I'm going to go back in with that Fudge shade on the small shadow brush and just buff that on the edges of that eyeshadow we put down and over the top. Just blending above that edge again. I'm going to try another product that I brought, which is the Australis Shimmer Pot. And this is in the shade Tantalizing Taupe. So I'm going to give this a go. It is so beautiful. So I'm going to wet my brush. They almost look like little crystals on the brush. So let's see how this goes. So that's with the second layer. You could probably also use like a glitter glue or some form of tacky base. So if you just went straight in with concealer and then that shimmer pot on top, it would probably look really nice as well. So again, back in with that Fudge shade and just diffusing those edges. On a smaller brush, I'm going to take the black in the palette, which is called Bittersweet. So with the black, I'm just going to pop it on the outer corner and just a little bit on the inner corner. Blend out the edges of the black. I might take the shade Coconut, which is this shimmery white shade just here. I might take a bit of that on my finger. These are honestly so buttery on your finger. I might just pop that right in the middle. So I will go and finish the other eye off camera and we will be back to continue the face. Okay, so I'm back. I have done the other eye off of camera, so we will move on to the face. I'm going to take the Australis primer. This is just the original one. Prevents foundation fading, smooths and refines, moisturising, silicone free. So I'm just going to pop a bit of that on my hand and just rub it into the face. It feels very moisturising. Then for foundation, I'm going to take the Stayput Longwear Foundation up to 16 hours wear, SPF 15. I got the shade Nude. I'm just going to pop it straight onto the face. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. So I'm just going to blend that in with my sponge. Coverage doesn't seem too bad. It's like quite a thick consistency. Looks quite nice. It's not tacky, it's dried down. So I'm going to pop on a bit more, see how it builds up. See how it covers up my redness. Seems to be building on quite nice. It does look a bit cakey around my nose. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but it hasn't really blended on my nose very well. And it does look a little bit cakey, like around my nose. But I mean, the rest looks quite nice. It's covered up all my discoloration really well. So I'm going to go back in with the Bye Bye Blemish concealer and just pop that all under the eyes. I'm going to do one side at a time. Take the sponge again. Concealer's quite nice too. I'm just going to set that down straight away. I'm just going to go with the light beige powder from before. I think this might be a little bit too light for all over my face, so I'm going to have to go with my other one. I'm just going to set that down straight away for the creasing, or to prevent any creasing. Well, that looks quite nice, quite smooth. So I've got the shade Deep Natural in the exact same powder. Hit pound on this one, because I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to set that foundation in place. Okay, so moving on to contour and bronzer. I get the little shadows of these ones. So I've got the bronzer and the contour, and I also do have the blush and highlight as well. So my contour I got Taupe, and for the bronzer I got Cleopatra. So this is the shade Taupe. I'm just going to take a bit of that. Oh, looks quite pigmented. And I'm just going to contour the cheekbones. There's actually a really, really nice contour shade. I'm just going to take that up around my forehead. So we're going to bronze as well. Now with these little pans here, I'm pretty sure you can put them in the magnetic Z type palettes that they've got on the website, which now that I've got 4 of these, I should probably get one. So moving on to bronzer. It's just got like a light sheen to it. It actually looks worse on camera than what it does in real life. It doesn't look that glittery. I'm just going to take it on a big fluffy brush, tap off the excess so it doesn't go too crazy. Okay, it's definitely giving a sheen on my face, ever so slight, but the colour isn't bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's quite nice. I got the powder blush in the shade Ablaze. And it's just a nice pinky shade, which is quite nice. So just bring back some colour to my face. Popping that on the apples of the cheeks and just blending it backwards. Well, that's actually quite nice. Then moving on to highlighter. So this is in the shade Spanish Dream. I have swatched it. It's not bad. It doesn't, it's not very blinding, but it's not bad. It doesn't actually look like anything on camera. Nothing at all. But I am just going to take the makeup finishing spritz. And I'm just going to take that on a big fan brush. I'm a bit nervous. Oh, that's actually not too bad. But this one isn't bad. It's quite nice actually. So we'll see how we go if we wet the brush. Yes, 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 yes. This is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So again, I'm just going to spray my face. Just help absorb any excess powders. I'm going to go straight in with fudge, which was that dark brown here. I'm just going straight in with fudge. I'm just blending that under my lash line from inner to outer. Okay, before we go any further with the shadow, I do want to pop some eyeliner in. So this is just the AUSTRALIS eye pencil in the shade black. This is just standard wooden eye pencil. I'm just going to pop that in my waterline. That's actually pretty good. It's very black. Okay, and then going in with the shade Bittersweet, which is that black shade. And just lightly buffing that on. As close to the lash line as you can. And I'm just going to go back in with that fudge shade and just blend it underneath. We'll just take the same shade Coconut and just pop that on the inner corner just to tie it in with the eyelid. And then it's going to take the first matte white shade, which is called White Chalk, and we're just going to highlight the brow bone with that. One is just the AUSTRALIS Make Lash Mascara, and the wand is just your typical usual wand. So let's see how this goes. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not blowing me out of the water. Definitely separates them. Put some on the bottom. It's definitely given them really good length. Like, I really, really love how long it's made my lashes. I just wish it was a little bit more volumizing. But apart from that, it's pretty good. Alright, so now we're just going to move on to lips. And I have here the GRLBOSS Velvet Lip Cream. This packaging, honestly, is so good. With the rose gold, and that's actually embossed into it. It's, oh my god, it's amazing. So this is in the shade Harmony. I honestly smell like sherbet or Hubba Bubba, grape Hubba Bubba. It smells like grape Hubba Bubba. It smells so good. I think this might be a little bit, yeah, this is way too nude. Way too nude. It like blends into my face. Unfortunately, I didn't buy a lip liner. Okay, so that was way too nude for me on its own. It's a really nice colour, but it was just way too light. I didn't get a lip liner, so I'm just gonna have to use something else that I've got. So I'm just gonna use the Maybelline Colour Drama in Nude Perfection, just underneath to just darken it up a little bit. And we'll just pop this one over the top. Oh, that's so smooth. Okay, that's a little bit better now. I've put a darker lip colour on underneath. It doesn't look so washed out, which looks a lot nicer. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed creating this and using a whole face of Australis. Definitely impressed by the foundation. I think that is absolutely amazing. My skin looks so smooth. It doesn't look as cakey now, I think, now that we've sprayed the finishing spray. So everything was just really nice, nothing I'm disappointed in. So if you guys really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, as it helps me out so much. And also please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.